What's a good word, everyone? I'm Kenny Barner, the owner of SportsBooks.com. We're going to look at the USC Trojans here as we look at every team in the Power 5 college football, Power 4 conference, I should say, along with Notre Dame. We will also have all 32 NFL football previews up on my YouTube channel. So subscribe so you know exactly when they go up, and you'll see, subscribe to the channel and have a great time. And don't smash the like button. Don't smash the like button. It's all good. USC is a very interesting. Maybe the most fun team to watch because they couldn't stop anybody and no one could stop them. So you always had a chance no matter who you were with USC. And Lincoln Riley. The thing I like about Lincoln Riley as far as the offense, they will always find a quarterback that shines. Miller Moss will be no exception. In the bowl game, 372 yards, 6 touchdowns. I think they'll be fine. I'm not saying he's going to be Caleb Williams, but I'm not saying he's not. No, I'm not. It's going to be fine. They're going to be a strength at quarterback. Even if it's a step back, it's still going to be strength. As far as the rest of the offense, how's their offensive line? How's their running back situation? Well, we're going to get to that in 30 seconds because SportsHaveBalls.com is the name of my site. On this video, when it's on YouTube, boom, check it out. The link is in the description below. We have sports picks packages ready for you. We have a college football pick already made, NFL pick already made. We might have more by the time you've seen this video if it's older than 4 hours, because we want the best of the lines, and we got 30 years of experience, and we want to throw it out and help you guys win too. That's why we keep the prices so low. So come see what we're all about. So with USC, I don't have a problem. Miller Moss, this offensive line. You get this question from people. Will this line step up against the Big Ten? The answer is yes. They make it sound like the Pac-12 had like nothing, but the bottom line is yes. Their offensive line will be solid, and with that, they got Woody Marks. From the portal, they got Woody Marks, who's just going to explode on this type of team with the wideouts they got. They'll be fine. The real question is their defense, and it was gosh darn awful last year, of course. They got a new DC out of UCLA. And, right out of UCLA. And what did he do when he went to UCLA? UCLA had the number 87 defense. At 1 year, boom, they were down to number 11. Now, am I telling you USC's going to have the number 11 defense, number 10? No. What I'm telling you is that they will be improved, without a doubt. Now, are they still going to struggle? They might struggle, especially early. So playing LSU in Vegas to begin the year, maybe not the best thing. Maybe Utah State would have been a better shot at playing first instead of LSU in Vegas. But we'll get to their schedule in a second. Is there over 7.5, minus 115? Under 7.5, minus 115 in terms of win total. And we'll go through and see what they got. Because they do avoid what? Ohio State, Oregon. They avoid Ohio State, Oregon. That's a pretty good 1-2 punch to avoid. Like the two best teams in the conference, you don't play. That's a good thing. Especially with this defense. I think this defense, as the season goes on, will improve. So what you get the first 4 or 5 weeks of the season, where you think they might be horrible, and just put that in your handicap the whole year, might not be the right way to go. They'll be making little steps of improvement, and by the time they're playing the last 4 games, maybe Washington, Nebraska, UCLA, Notre Dame, they could have a manageable defense, a manageable to good. We'll see how that all plays out. But let's look at their schedule. As we said, they open up with a great one in Vegas against LSU. I'm a little more high on LSU than USC. But that's a really good one to start the season. 2 teams, one in the top 15, 14, 15 area, another not quite ranked, but we'll see how good they are. Then they got Utah State and it's like, all right, you better take care of them, or it's going to be a long season. Then you're off, and then you're at Michigan, a Michigan team that's not at that elite level. I think they're still a couple steps ahead of USC right now, because of the defense. So that's going to be a tough one, but not out of the realm of possibility. They come home for Wisconsin, who can be tough, and then they go to Minnesota. They go to Minnesota the week before they play Penn State. So it's a little trappy game in a sleepy Minnesota area. Then Penn State comes in, so they'll be all jacked up for that, although Penn State will probably beat them. And then at Maryland. Then comes the Bigaboos. Rutgers is a decent team, as you will see when you see my video on that on my YouTube channel. They're at home against Rutgers, so Rutgers is coming across the country, but that's their 6th week in a row they're playing. And I think that's not a great sign, but I think it's even worse that for the 7th week in a row they play football, and that game is at Washington. I think that's gonna not be a good spot for them. The way the schedule goes here, I don't like that setup of at Washington, 7th week in a row playing football. Then they're off, and then Nebraska. I think that's a nice toss-up game where Nebraska has the better defense. At UCLA, they have Deshaun Foster as coach. Notre Dame, I think Notre Dame's a really solid team, and that'll be tough to get. But if their defense is improving as they go along, and I believe the quarterback is going to be fine, they got a deep quarterback room too. So if injuries happen, I think they'll be all right anyway. But I think they'll be able to replace Caleb Williams. So if the defense comes along, they could have, they could maybe surprise Notre Dame a little bit. So do I think this team gets to 8 wins? I wouldn't want to bet on it because there's just too many questions at defense. As good as the defense coordinator is, to flip that awful defense that is still stuck in my head, not so sure. And if they don't flip the defense, then they'll be an over team. So USC has some questions, and they have a few answers, and I think they could be a good team. I think they could be a top 20 team if things break right. They avoid Oregon and Michigan. So, I mean, not Oregon and Michigan. Oregon and Ohio State, the 2 best teams. So the schedule sets up a little bit for them. So it's going to be a very interesting year there in SoCal. So that's what we got for USC. Now, remember, all these videos, any team you want, up on my YouTube channel. My website, why go there? We got 2 videos that you have to watch under money management and psychology. And then while you're there, pick up a sports pick package because they're at the lowest prices right now. So we'll see you guys in the next video, and let's make money.